everybody, welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are new here, hello, my name is Sammy, and today I'm back with another Animal Crossing video. I know in my last video I said that hopefully I'd be able to start doing speed builds in the next video, but that did not happen. I'm hoping that for my next Animal Crossing video it'll just be starting with speed builds already, so I'll already have paid off my loan, and yeah, maybe I'll just start decorating and all of that already. I figured that since we didn't get to that point yet, I might as well just update you on what's happening on my island right now. So here we have my house. It is actually fully upgraded. I give myself bells and furniture and everything. My Riverwood account actually has like a lot of bells, and it also has a lot of DIYs that I never learned. So yeah, I decided to just give myself some of the money and items and whatnot that I wasn't using anyway. So this island actually progressed a lot faster than I thought it would, but we're still not to the point of terraforming yet. But as you can see, I changed my outfit and I got a new hairstyle. Look at this, it's so cute. It's the Girls' Day outfit that you can get from the Nook Stop. But anyway, I just want to update you guys on what is happening on my island. So we have a campsite villager. Like, prior to this, I placed the campsite down, so I time traveled to the next day and now there's a villager in there, but I'm not entirely sure who is in there yet, so we are going to figure that out together. But before we go ahead and check that out, I just want to show you the villagers that came to my island. So the first one that I found on Mystery Island through the Nook Mile tickets, and the other two that just moved in with the starter homes, like when I have to like place 3 plots and like add the furniture for the interior and the exterior. So yeah, I'll show you guys that. So these are my starter villagers that I had. This is Diva's house, and then here we have Lyman's house. And I decided to just upgrade my museum. I know a lot of people have been keeping it so that it stays, or so that Blather stays in a tent, but I didn't think that aesthetic of the tent really matched the theme that I'm going for. So I decided to just upgrade it, and then I'm hoping to upgrade it to the bigger one because I feel like that would match more of the aesthetic that I'm going for this island. And then we also have our Nook's Cranny that was placed. Okay, so this was the 3 villagers that moved in when I placed plots on the land. So this is Poppy's house. I found him on the Mystery Island. And then next door we have Peanut, which is kind of surprising because Peanut was on my last island, but yeah, I don't think she's gonna stick around on this island, but who knows. And for this last house, we have Annalisa. So I've never heard of Annalisa before, but apparently she's an anteater. Oh right, and resident services was built. They moved from their tent to the actual building. So Isabel is actually on my island now, so she does the morning announcements. But yeah, that is basically all that I have to update you guys with. But before I leave, I just want to show you guys what my map kind of looks like, because we weren't able to see the full thing because I didn't have like this pole and like the ladder or anything. Oh yeah, Harvey's here, but I'm not gonna talk to him. He's just gonna be part of the aesthetic of my island now. We have this open area here. But yeah, we have all this open land here. And then that interesting thing that I showed you guys. Oh yeah, don't mind the weeds. I didn't finish gathering all the weeds off of this island. I think this part of my map is like all that's left for me to de-weed. But yeah, so there's this thing, like this cliff space that I showed you guys in my last video that I thought was really interesting on a map. Because usually on my maps, like here, I'll show you on the map. Usually on my maps, just that cliff part, that back part is usually the cliff. Like I've never had one that is like this, where it's in the middle of nowhere. But I thought that was interesting, and I might keep that maybe for my island. We'll see. I'm not entirely sure of my plan for the island itself when it comes to decorating. So now we can go ahead and see who is our villager for that is in our campsite, because I believe that whoever is staying in our campsite right now, they're gonna eventually move on to our island, or like we're supposed to invite them to our island. Hold on, let me double check with Tom Nook first. See, Isabel mentioned it in today's broadcast, but today we have our first guest over at the campsite. Sammie, if you have time, or even if you don't have time, make time and go check in on our guest. How rude, he's like telling me what to do. And if you get an opening, try talking them into moving to Meridia. See, so whoever is in our campsite is going to move to our island, whether I like them or not. The bright future of this island depends on you, Sammie. I have faith in you. Yes, yes. Okay, so we can go ahead and see who is our villager. I really hope they're a good one. Carlos, I've never heard of you in my life. Buongiorno. The name's Carlos. Carlos? I'm pretty sure it's Carlos, because if it was Carlos, it would be with an A, right? Glad to see I'm the first one using this campsite. You are an interesting looking sheep. It doesn't even look like you have a nose. But we're supposed to invite them. And I've seen people try to like bypass this and like log out of their game and then log back in and see if it's a new villager, but I don't think that happens. So we're kind of just stuck with this fella. See, these are my only options. You should live here and move here. So we can't escape this one. But it's okay, because I have a list of my dreamy villagers, which I will share with you guys. So now we have to go back and talk to Tom Nook and see what he thinks about him moving in. My senses tell me you've been to see our guest at the campsite. How'd it go? I did it! What, really? Sammie, you've done it, and so quickly. Then this means we have no time to waste. Our next course of action will be building a new home. Now Sammie, since you closed the deal with our visitor, you should be the one to pick the location for our new home. Leave it to me. Thank you, Sammie. I knew you'd agree to it. You'll need a housing kit, you'll need a housing kit to set aside a plot for their home, so I'll give you that now. It's in with your belongings now, so find a good spot for a home and then come back to see me. Well then, off you go. So I'm pretty sure I'm not keeping any of my villagers that I have on my island right now. It's not that I dislike them. It's just that I don't think they match with the aesthetic that I'm going for this island. But we can just... I wonder if the house will fit here. Too close to the edge. Oh, it does fit. Okay, nice. Oh yeah, as you can see in my pockets, I have like the full-on 4 rows of inventory now in my pockets rather than just the 2. That was a real struggle. Like, I don't know how we would do that in the beginning stages of starting an island. But I've been trying to save up Nook miles so that when I do unlock terraforming, I'll be able to purchase all of that without having to like wait or do more work for it. Well, did you find a place for us to build a new home? Of course. Oh, fine news indeed. We don't want to keep our customer waiting, so I'll proceed with construction at supersonic speed. We want our new island friend to start their lives here as quickly as possible after all. This has got me thinking. We can't predict when someone will want to move here. But scrambling to secure a plot only when the need arises is much too haphazard a way of doing business. Ah, yes, of course. As part of improving infrastructure, we'll set aside plots in advance and put them up for sale. I'll have to charge a small processing fee, but if we get a buyer who moves in, I'll give you miles as a reward. Sammie, I do hope I can count on your help again. So we're not going to do that until I'm ready to do some villager hunting. So that is basically it that's been happening on my island. That's my update for what's happening. Because I haven't reached terraforming yet, so obviously I can't do some terraforming to decorate or do speed builds for anything yet. But hopefully after this one, we'll be able to. But honestly, I don't think that would be the case because if I'm going to be putting down more plots for houses, I'm going to need to do some villager hunting. And I figured that you guys might want to see some of that also, so maybe my next video I'll just do some villager hunts for the plots that I'm going to be placing on my island. But so right now, my dreamy list is consisting of cats, dogs, ducks, squirrels, and wolves. I don't know why. I just like them. I decided that I wanted to choose villagers that I've never had on my island before, and I wanted a boy and a girl for each one. So as of right now, I have a list of the different villagers that I want right now. The list might change in the future, but for now, my cats, I really want Rosie and Raymond. I think they would match the aesthetic of my island pretty well. And then for dogs, I want Shep and Portia. I've never had them before, but I think Shep is really cute. For ducks, I wanted Weber and Molly. Molly's a sweetheart. I've always wanted her on my island, but she just never fit into the aesthetic that I'm going for. But I think that she would fit in pretty well with this one. And then for squirrels, I wanted Marshall and Blair. Marshall I've had before, but because I wanted a boy and a girl, I thought Marshall would be the best pick out of all the squirrels. And last but not least, I have the wolves, and I wanted Fang and Whitney. The wolves were actually my husband's choice for my island. I had him choose which type of animal villagers that I should bring onto this new island, and he said that he really liked the way that Fang and Whitney looked, so we're gonna have them on my island. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. Hopefully you guys liked this video and you enjoyed being updated on what is happening on my island. Anyways, I hope you guys have a great day or night. Bye!